Well, that was a nice win. We played these guys tooth and nail the whole season. I think we were 5-4 at home against them. Really tough games against a real good team, one of the best teams in the league, and we held our own against them. Leiter, he was a little iffy. I think there was a little. They weren't on the same page. Him and Jorge made some. They were a little bit confused on what pitch to throw and this and that, but nevertheless. The bullpen came in and did a great job, other than the double by Worth. The rest of the bullpen did fantastic once again. Leiter got the lefty. Alfaro made a nice throw. That was a big play in the game to throw out Turner. He seems to be able to run at will. That guy can really fly. Even with the times to the plate, our pitcher was 1-2 to the plate, and he still stole second base later in the game. But Alfaro's big throw, that was huge. And Odubel made a great catch against the wall, reminiscent of the one he made the other day. Worth thought that ball was out. I thought it was out. He hit it pretty well, and Herrera made a great catch. Altier with the triple to drive in two, and Alfaro with the double to drive in two that set the tone. Scored that one run on an error by the catcher. That was he was running on contact, and that's one of the reasons you run on contact is you force the team into an error to rush. And then, of course, we scored that other run on a double play by Leiter. I was happy just to get that run in. Good game.
Impressed with Louis the way he went 99 on Zimmerman and break the ball away?
Yeah, he's been impressive most of the year. He's really turned the corner, I believe. And Neris, he's got that filthy split going now, and he didn't have it all year. But the second half, he started throwing it, and it's really tough to hit it. Dives and out of the strike zone. And it's good to see him doing that.
Considering your starting rotation doesn't really go deep into games a whole lot, how important has the bullpen been lately?
Extremely important, especially when you take a pitcher out in the fifth inning. I think he had 96 pitches or something like 94 pitches. And when you go to the bullpen that early, you got to hope that the guys that you bring in that fifth and sixth can hold the fort down so you don't use up the entire bullpen. And we were fortunate that happened. And then down the stretch when we got the lead, you count on guys like Morgan and Garcia and Neris and Ramos to hold the fort down. I didn't have Ramos today. He had pitched 3 days in a row, so he was down. But Arano did a great job. He really did a good job in the middle of that lineup.
Did you consciously try to go back to Louis a couple eighth innings after Saturday night's problems? Keep him in the eighth to keep his confidence up last night tonight? Yeah,
without question. You can't you can't just go by what he did the night before. If you have to trust guys, and you have to keep their confidence level up. And he's pitched so well most of the year that it's just pretty obvious that, to me anyway, that I have to go to him.
Can you feel the sense that this team, when it gets down earlier in the year, you might have been dead, but for the last however quite a long stretch, it seems like it doesn't matter if they get down.
Well, you know what, Bob? When you're not hitting and you don't have the offense, it looks like the team is getting down. Looks. You hear that all the time. There's no energy. Well, when nobody gets on base, it's hard to have energy. But I'm proud of the guys that the fact that they've played hard the entire season. In my opinion, we just didn't have the offense clicking the first half, and that was part of our problems. But in the second half, things started clicking, and we started playing better baseball.
We've seen Crawford draw a ton of walks in the last week and a half, it feels like. Is he a guy who you feel like, given his ability to get on base, can be a good table setter down the road?
I think he's got a chance to be that guy. His swing looks a little long to me right now, and I think he can shorten that up. But he's been so outstanding defensively that you got to like the guy. I mean, and he actually he said he loves playing third base, which it shows too. He looks great over there.
When did he say that?
He's told a few guys that over the last week or so. He's a shortstop, but he enjoys playing over there. It's a reaction position, and he's got good reactions.
It's got to be tough not to press and keep that discipline up, especially when you're hitting closer to 200 than 300.
Yeah, right. So we're getting a look at him. I want to get him as many at-bats as possible, and I played him against lefties and righties. We're not looking for platoon players. We're looking for guys that can play every day, and he's held his own. You know, he's learning what it's like to be in the big leagues, and you know, 40 or 50 at bats doesn't tell you what a guy's all about.
You've been promoting players and auditioning players really for several weeks, but along that line, these guys are above 500 over the course of that. Does that mean anything going into next season?
Yeah, it certainly does. You know, we feel like, you know, I made the comment we need better players. Well, we've got some players here that I think are going to improve and become better players. You know, a whole host of them on the team, and we're hoping that these guys can reach their potential as quickly as they can. And we've got a lot of guys that I like, that I think can improve, and it's just a matter of time.